Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Today I'm going to talk about how to eat an elephant. You don't. You eat that frog. So today we're going to continue what we started talking about last Wednesday for our Wise Words of Wisdom Wednesdays from a book called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And first, before we get started, let me just explain a little bit about who I am. My name is Coach Kim, and I work with small business owners and entrepreneurs and help you create a healthier, happier business. If you like this post or you think somebody else might need it, feel free to click the like button, click the heart button. I love clicking the wow button, and then share it. Share it with those in your group as well, because lots of people probably deal with procrastination and might need some inspiration and motivation on how to maybe do it better. All right, so let me share my screen here. So we're talking about this today. How to eat an elephant? You don't. You eat the frog instead. So the frog in Brian Tracy's book is basically the thing that you hate to do and the thing that has to get done on a regular basis, but you hate to do it. So his idea is eat the frog, and the frog isn't fun and it's gross. But you have to eat it first to get it done and to have productivity in your day. So today we're going to talk about the second chapter in this book, which is all about planning. So planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. I really like that quote. So it's thinking about, what do I have to get done? How do I do it now in this moment to actually get things done? All right. So make good plans before you act. A lot of times we just dive in to first steps. We start doing something and we haven't actually figured out, one, what is our goal? What's our vision? What are we trying to actually create with all of this? And then two, what is our action plan? And if we don't do that and we just start acting, we can really kind of spin our wheels and waste a lot of time. I love that he talks about in this book about every minute you spend planning, you save like 10 minutes on the execution side, which I think is fascinating. So if you spend 10 to 12 minutes in the morning planning your day, you're going to save 2 hours in your day on the execution side. And that is not a lot, right? So it's not a lot of time to take the plan, but it's a ton of time you're going to save. And that's really, really important. So we want to think about what we're trying to create, where we want to go, how we want to do it, and then what is our plan? What are we going to do? So today we're going to talk about specifically lists. Always work from a list. I hate checklists. I am a high I on the DISC profile, if you know what that is, on a personality test. So I love just being free and being able to do whatever I want. I'm also a Pisces, so I like to do whatever I want and go with the flow. Checklists keep me very, very organized and orderly. And while, yes, they're helpful, I don't like it. So I resist them, but I have been trying to implement them more, and they're highly effective, as many of you probably know. There's lots of styles that love checklists, and those who do, they love checking those things off the list, right? So when you're doing that, think about, do you like them or not? And try to make it somewhat fun, because it can be fun. All right, so we're going to work from a list. So we're going to have a master list. So I want you to put everything on your master list on what you want to do and create for the next month. When something else comes up, add it to the list, okay? Don't just start doing it. First, add it to your list. That's the first order of business. The second order of business is this idea of making a list the night before. So as you finish your day, and we're going to talk about kind of a way to do this, but when you finish your day, whatever you haven't completed from your list, take a few minutes, write down your list to start first thing next morning, okay? When you do this, your subconscious mind will work on it while you sleep. And likely you will wake up with ideas and insights, maybe on resources you could employ, other ideas on what you can do to make this happen faster. So think about all the stuff you have to get done for the next day, put it down on the list, have it ready so that first thing in the morning, you get started on your list again. And I also recommend having a time where you get started on your list, preferably before the rest of your day gets started. I was talking with a client yesterday about this, and she, most of us, like this person does, they like to jump on their email first thing in the morning. It makes sense, right? You're in your office, you got to get started. The problem is once you get into email, all of a sudden you could be working on an email and your list gets ignored. So a better idea is either wait to open your email, work on the first couple of things on your list to try to get those done. And then when you open your email, as you see other things that you have to do, first add them to your list. And then we're going to prioritize them as far as what you need to get done. There are things that come up during our day, right? As business owners, we do have things that happen where, yes, we have to take care of this stuff. Sometimes a client needs something right away. Sometimes somebody is going through a situation, there's a fire that they're dealing with, and whatever we do can help them put that out. So sometimes that is possible and that is necessary. But a lot of times the stuff we start working on, I guarantee you, if you start looking at it, is stuff we like to do versus stuff we have to do. And therefore, the stuff we have to do that will grow our business, we don't get done. But the stuff we like to do, or the stuff that feels comfortable, we kind of loop ourselves back into. It's like, oh, this is fun to do. I'm going to do this. So if you can put everything onto a master list and then prioritize from there, it's going to help you stay a bunch more organized. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about lists. Tell me about lists. Master list. Everything's on that master list, okay? From there, monthly list. So what am I going to accomplish in the next month? When you know what you want to have done by the end of that month, what your goals are, clear goals, by the end of the month, then you break those things down into weekly lists. So, for example, take the month of September. What do you want to have done? We're kind of in the beginning still-ish. What do you want to have done by the end of September? Clear goals, right? Write those down. And then look at that list and figure out what are the weekly things I can work on during the week to get me towards that monthly goal. And then now I'm going to break it down even further into a daily list. And again, what are the things that I can work on today to get done to work me towards that weekly list? Now, things to remember, I read an article that said when there are 3 things on your to-do list, you will do 3 things. When there are 5 things, you will do 2 things. When there are 7 things, you will do 1. And if there are more than 7, you will do none. And that is really important to remember, because when you're looking at a major list of things, it can be quite overwhelming. So really, we want to keep it very clear, to the point, and every day just have 3 things. These are the 3 things I'm going to focus on to get done, okay? Schedule time in your schedule first thing in the morning to try to get those done, get them off your plate so that you can feel productive. You can go on the rest of your day and handle the other things that come up. At the end of that day, either look at what you haven't done from the day, put it onto the next day list, or go back to your weekly list and say, okay, check these things off, and these are new things that I have to do. All right, and then the final piece is homework. So if you are a business owner or you are an entrepreneur and you have a small business, you should attend my growth club. If you attend my growth club, you're going to plan the next 90 days of your business. Okay, so October, November, December, we're starting this on October 9th is the growth club. It is a 5-hour or 4-hour, I think on Zoom, 4-hour planning session for you for the next 90 days of your business. It's free. We usually charge because these are in person, but right now with the COVID stuff happening, I've just been doing them for free. So if you're interested in attending, let me know. Comment here that you would like the link and I will send it to you. You register. I walk you through how you're going to build a successful business. What do you need to work on to help you identify that stuff? And then you have a really clear plan with your workbook when you come out of the session. It's also a great networking event. You're going to meet 20, 30 other small business owners, and you get to interact with them also on small scale as well. All right. So come to Growth Club if you want to. It's free. It's out there. Come. All right. Second thing is, once you do that, let's work on September. So again, what do you want to accomplish for September? What do you need to do? We got 4 months, 3.5-ish months left in 2020. Now, just because it turns 2021 in January doesn't mean this year is going to get that much better, right? We're going to still probably be going through a lot of these things. So how can you end 2020 strong? I have lots of businesses that I'm working with that their businesses are actually doing better than they did in 19. And a lot of it's because they had to pivot. They had to figure out new things, right? So how can you finish strong, or how can you finish stronger than maybe you thought you were? All right. So what in September do you need to get done to move in that direction? And then and you want to write this down. Don't keep it in your head. Write it down. It makes it clear. It makes it actionable. Write down what you plan to work on this week that then are out of those September things. And then write down, and on Friday, plan for the next week, right? So look at your week. What did I accomplish? Check off the things you did. Create your plan for the next week, for the Monday. But do that Friday so that you're ready to go Monday. And then write down what you have planned to accomplish today, starting today. Again, tonight, look at what you didn't do. Put it down, sleep on it, come back tomorrow and work again. But only have 3 things at the most a day you're going to work on. 1 or 2 things is totally fine. Just make them clear, actionable things that you can get done. The benefit to all of this is that feeling of, I am productive. I am doing this. I am checking stuff off, right? So if you're checking stuff off, that feels good. So let's do that. All right. So comment on here again if you would like. Let's see, somebody commented. Bettina would like the link. I will do that, Miss Bettina. I would love to have you in your dog training business, a part of Growth Club this year. And if you want that link, again, comment. If you're another business owner watching this, please do. Share this with other business owners. I just want to get the word out. This is a free offering, right? And it's really valuable. You're going to learn stuff that there's so much that we don't know, right? So you're going to learn that. So comment, share, like, wow, whatever it is. Let me know how I can help. And then write down your list of things you got to do, because we can finish this year strong. I just know we can, even with all the stuff going on. So have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow.